Hello everyone. Stop scrolling. Right now, stop. Listen to me carefully. Your brain is not a helpless victim. Your brain is a machine, a magnificent, powerful machine, and I'm going to teach you how to hack it in minutes. If you want quick psychology that changes your life, follow my commands. Don't think. Do. This is not a suggestion. This is a plan. Watch me closely. Breathe in. Hold. Exhale slowly. Good. Now focus. You will apply what I say. You will try it immediately. One exercise, one change, one command at a time. Because little actions stacked every day make legendary results. This video gives you fast, brutal, practical psychology, not theory. Commands you can use today to rewire your habits, sharpen your mind, crush procrastination, and feel unstoppable. Listen to this first truth and never forget it. Your brain obeys instructions. It will follow the loudest voice, yours or the noise around you. Command it. Don't beg it. Don't plead with it. Order it. When you command your mind, it will obey. When you whisper to it, it will ignore you. Here's quick proof. There was a young woman named Syra. She was brilliant, hungry, and had a plan. She wanted to write a book, but every evening she sat and scrolled her phone until midnight. She blamed lack of time. She blamed busy schedule. The truth? She didn't give her brain a direct command. I told her, set a 25-minute timer. Write without editing. When the timer rings, stop. Do this every morning for 2 weeks. She did it. On day 3, she wrote 500 words. On day 7, she had 2,000. On day 14, she had her first chapter. 6 months later, a publisher emailed her. The command created the habit. The habit created the output. That is psychology you can use now. Command 1. Create a start ritual. Right now, pick a goal. One small thing you can do daily in 15 to 25 minutes. Now do this. Pick a place, a time, and one physical trigger. It can be a chair, a mug, and a timer. That place will tell the brain, when I sit here, I produce. The brain loves patterns. Build the pattern, and the brain shows up automatically. Repeat this for 21 days. No excuses. No adjustments. Command it. From tomorrow, 6:30 a.m., my chair, my mug, 25 minutes. Do it. Command 2. Use the 5-second rule, not the one about food. The moment you hesitate between action and fear, count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and move. This simple countdown interrupts your runaway thoughts and forces motion. Your brain cannot keep a negative script and a new physical action at the same time. Use the countdown like a detonator. When you feel hesitation, start the countdown and act. It will destroy procrastination on contact. Command 3. Micro wins. Don't aim for huge in the beginning. Aim for one small victory each hour. Clean one page. Write one sentence. Send one message. Make one call. The moment you get one small win, your brain releases dopamine and tells itself, we are doing this. That creates momentum. Momentum kills excuses. Command 4. Breathe and reset. When your thinking gets foggy, do this immediately. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 6. Repeat 3 times. This simple pattern calms the amygdala, the panic center, and lets your prefrontal cortex, your decision maker, come back online. Command your breath, and you command your choices. Command 5. The 50-10 rule. Work with intense focus for 50 minutes, then rest for 10. A focused 50 minutes is worth 5 distracted hours. Remove your phone. Close tabs. Tell others, I'm unavailable. Protect your focus like a vault, because your brain is fragile when overexposed. When you protect it, productivity rises. Command 6. Name the voice. When the inner critic shouts, give it a name. Noise, doubt, old me. Once you label it, you reduce its power. Your brain loves labels. Label the negative thoughts, and then laugh at them like a silly actor on stage. Command your critic into a costume, and watch it lose credibility. Command 7. Use if-then scripts. The moment temptation appears, have a pre-decided response. If I open social media, then I will immediately close it and write for 10 minutes. You are programming your brain with clear instructions. Ambiguity kills action. Direct answers get results. Command 8. Visualize the immediate next action. Don't waste energy dreaming massive. Stop and visualize the next 60 seconds. See your hand reaching the keyboard. See your fingers moving. See the first word. The brain cannot tell the difference between vivid imagining and real action. Use it to your advantage. Rehearse the small steps and then perform. Command 9. Force brevity. When overwhelmed, tell yourself, I will do this for 7 minutes. Set a timer. Do it. Short bursts beat long, paralyzing plans. Your mind loves short, achievable sprints. And once you're moving, you often continue well beyond the timer. Command 10. Silence the sirens. Notifications are designed to hijack attention. Turn them off. Delete apps that steal. Make distractions expensive. For each distraction you allow, do 3 push-ups, or donate 1 rupee. Make it painful. The brain learns by consequences. Design small punishments for small slips. These commands are brutal but gentle. They force your brain into action, and action rewires belief. But rules alone aren't enough. You must know the story, so you understand why this works. Let me tell you a story you'll never forget. A story of a man named Kareem. He was smart, loved by family, but his life was a string of near misses. He had potential but never reached it. He blamed bad luck. He blamed timing. One night, after losing another chance, he sat alone and wept. He looked at his hands and suddenly understood the truth. He had been taking instructions from fear, not giving them. Kareem made a brutal choice. He wrote a 1-line law and pasted it to his mirror. I command. I act. I do not wait. Every morning, he repeated it like a prayer. He stopped asking for permission, from others, from fear, from his past. He took small daily commands and executed them. Within a year, he launched a business, learned a new skill, and earned respect he never expected. The change came not because the world shifted, but because he shifted the orders inside his mind. Hear this, your mind obeys the loudest command. If you keep saying, I'm tired, your brain will behave tired. If you say, I'm ready, your brain will prepare energy to match. Speak with authority. Use short verbal commands to yourself. Right now. Stand up. Stop scrolling. Breathe. The body cannot fight a direct order. It obeys. Do this next. Say aloud, right now, I will work for the next 25 minutes. Say it with power. Start a timer. Do not edit. Keep going. This is how you train the mind. You don't reason with it, you lead it. Now let's dive deeper. Command 11. Design your environment for obedience. Your environment is a silent recruiter. If your phone is on your desk, it will ask for attention relentlessly. If clean plates pile up, your brain will rumble for comfort. Remove the temptations, not tomorrow, now. Make your environment whisper the behavior you want. Place books where you will see them. Remove junk food from your sight. Place your running shoes next to the bed. The brain is lazy. It follows the path of least resistance. Make the path lead to your goals. Command 12. The one word. Focus. For 1 hour each day, Choose one word that represents your mission. Create, learn, finish. Repeat it silently when you find your mind wandering. One word is like a laser. It narrows the brain's attention and funnels it to action. Command 13. Build a queue of anchors. Anchors are tiny rituals that move you instantly into a state. It could be brewing tea, tying your hair, or clicking a pen. When you perform this anchor, your brain remembers the previous productive state and replicates it. Musicians tune their instruments before playing. Anchor yourself to focus with consistent pre-action rituals. Command 14. Control your inner forecast. People spend energy fearing future failures. When fear comes, say, forecast off. Replace the forecast with a plan. If X happens, I will do Y. This converts fear into contingency. Your brain prefers plans because plans feel safer than unknowns. Command 15. Use the guilt switch, not to shame, but to signal. When you waste time on nothing, use a tiny ritual that marks the loss. A sharp breath, a slap on your wrist, or a pen stroke in red ink. Let that discomfort be a reminder. The brain associates the action with the cost. Over time, you'll avoid the cost. Command 16. Prime your day the night before. Decide 3 priorities and write them down. In the morning, your brain won't waste energy deciding. It will follow instructions. The fewer choices your brain must make, the more energy you'll have for the real work. Command 17. Reframe pain as progress. When you feel the resistance of hard work, say, "This pain is growing me." Your brain hates pain, but respects narratives. Create a narrative where discomfort equals growth. The story you tell yourself about difficulty changes how you experience it. Command 18. Social accountability, not just for motivation, but for neural enforcement. Tell one person, "By Friday I will finish X." Public commitments make your brain treat the goal as a social obligation. Humans are wired to avoid shame. Use that wiring to push your brain into action. Command 19. Use reverse planning. Start with the result and work backward. If you need to finish a project in a week, break it into 5 tiny commands. Day 1, outline. Day 2, write 20%. Day 3 to 40%. The brain loves checklists. Each checkbox releases reward chemicals. Give it simple wins. Command 20. Don't think, do. Thought breeds indecision. Movement creates confidence. Always move first, think later. Action breaks the paralysis of overthinking. When stuck, require your brain to act for just 60 seconds. Then decide again. The 60-second action often turns into momentum. Now listen, these commands are not magic spells. They are practical tools built from how your mind naturally works. Your brain craves structure, pattern, and clarity. Give it those, and it will rise to the challenge. Refuse it those things, and it will wander like a lost child. Let me give you a challenge. This is not optional. I command you to do it. For the next 5 days, apply the following. Pick one command from above, only one, and use it every single day without fail. Track it. Write it down. At the end of 5 days, come back and tell me what changed. If nothing changes, repeat with a different command. Progress is not instant, but it's noticeable. The brain changes in waves. The first wave is the hardest. After that, things start to line up. There is another superpower often ignored, the power of questions. Questions direct attention. The brain hunts for answers to the questions you ask. Ask useful questions. What small step will move me forward? What one thing will make today successful? Who can help me? Questions produce laser focus. They shut down the mind's random chatter. So command your mind with questions, then act on the answers. Command 21. Use a firewall question every time a distraction appears. Will this move me closer to my goal in the next 24 hours? If no, delete it. Your brain will start filtering for relevance, like a security guard at your attention gate. Command 22. Rewrite your identity scripts. You repeat words like, I'm not a morning person, or I'm bad at math, and the brain obeys. Replace I am statements with empowering versions. I am a writer, I am focused, I am disciplined. The brain's associative system adjusts behavior to match identity words. Speak it until the brain accepts it. Command 23. Reward the new you. When you follow a command for a week, celebrate, but don't binge. Choose small rewards that honor the progress. A walk, a coffee with a friend, 5 minutes of free time. The brain links the reward to the action and repeats it. Command 24. Use deadlines like hammers. Deadlines force the brain to allocate attention. Remove false deadlines. Create sharp ones. A deadline creates urgency, and urgency sharpens focus. Command 25. Interrupt the autopilot. Your brain loves routine, but it also becomes lazy. Every week, do a small change to your routine. A new route to work, a different playlist, a new lunch. These micro-novel experiences increase alertness and curiosity, and the brain becomes engaged again. Now, I want to address the saboteur, fear of failure. It's the sneakiest thief. It disguises itself as caution. It says, be careful. But mostly it says, don't try. Counter it with a psychological move, the failure rehearsal. Imagine the worst case and plan. Ask, if I fail, what will I learn? If I fail, what will I do next? Once you prepare the response, failure loses power. Your brain sees a plan, not a cliff. That reduces anxiety and increases action. Command 26. Practice micro-exposure. If something scares you, public speaking, cold calls, expose yourself in tiny steps. Call one stranger this week. Speak for 30 seconds in a small group. Each micro-exposure trains the brain to accept the experience and downregulate fear. Over time, you build courage as a muscle. Command 27. Use the Meer command. Every morning, look into your eyes and say, I will win today. The brain does not dismiss repetition from its own voice. This is not vain. This is calibration. You want your inner voice to be an ally, not an enemy. Command 28. Turn ambiguity into curiosity. When your mind catastrophizes, what if I lose everything? Change the question. What curious lesson could this situation teach me? Curiosity shifts the brain from threat mode to exploration mode. It turns fear into fuel. Command 29. Do the 1-minute clarity. When overwhelmed, spend exactly 1 minute listing what you can control. The brain likes control. This exercise collapses chaos into actionables. Then pick one to act on. Action calms the brain. Command 30. Sleep is a command too. Nothing hacks your brain faster than sleep. Command yourself to protect it. No screen 60 minutes before bed. Dim lights. A cool room. Sleep is not optional for a high-performing mind. I could go on with hundreds of fast hacks, but mastery is simple. Pick a few commands and repeat them. The mental noise will try to distract you with novelty, shiny new tactics. Ignore it. Systems beat hacks. Commit to a system of commands, rituals, timers, anchors, identity words, and public accountability. These combine to create an internal operating system that the brain follows automatically. Now, let's make this practical. I'll give you a 5-minute coach checklist to do after this video. Do it now, actually do it. Pause the video if you must. Follow these steps in order. 1. Close all tabs except one. 2. Put your phone in another room. 3. Set a timer for 25 minutes. 4. Speak aloud. I will produce for 25 minutes. 5. Start the task. 6. When the timer rings, record one small win in a notebook. Repeat this 3 times today. That is your mental workout. You will feel the difference. Your brain recognizes that you are the leader, not distraction. Over days, this builds a habit, and the habit builds a life. I want you to understand a deeper truth. Your mind is always listening for patterns. It learns fastest through repetition and emotion. That means you must pair commands with feelings. When you command yourself, feel the emotion of success. Smile. Stand tall. Use the body to back the mind. The brain integrates posture, breath, and words into a single signal. Use all 3. Command with body, voice, and breath. Remember Kareem, remember Syra, remember Ethan. They did not wait for perfect conditions. They used small, ruthless commands and repeated them. That's the psychology hack. Not complicated, just consistent. Not mystical, just disciplined. Before I end this part, one last command. Kill the word later. Replace it with now or a specific time. I will do it later is permission for the brain to deprioritize. I will do it at 6 p.m. forces scheduling. The brain respects scheduled orders. You're stronger than your excuses. Your mind wants a leader. Be that leader. Start with one command tonight. Say it aloud, set a tiny timer and move. The mind reacts to momentum. Once momentum begins, your brain changes loyalties, from distraction to discipline. Do not underestimate small daily commands. They compound faster than you think. Do them for 30 days, and you will meet a different you. Keep returning to these commands. Overhaul your identity. Speak as the person you want to become, and your brain will follow. Finish this part by repeating after me. I command my mind. I act now. I will be relentless. Say it 3 times. Feel it. Then stand up and move. Do one small action you've been delaying. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. You think you've mastered your mind. You think you're in control. But what if I told you that your mind has been playing a game with you all along? A quiet, clever, invisible game, and you didn't even notice. Hello everyone. Welcome back. Let's talk honestly today, not about tricks, not about tips, but about the war happening inside you right now. A war between who you are and who your mind wants you to be. Your brain is a genius, but it's also a master manipulator. It remembers your fears better than your dreams. It keeps replaying pain, but forgets to replay courage. And every time you try to change your life, it whispers, "Don't bother. You'll fail again." That whisper? That's not the truth. That's conditioning. Years of habits, trauma, opinions, and failures, layered inside your subconscious like code written into a computer. And guess what? You've been running that same code every single day, without realizing it. Think about it. You wake up, scroll your phone, compare your life, feel a little worse, rush through the day, repeat. The same thoughts. The same emotions. The same results. You're not lazy. You're just trapped in a psychological loop your brain created to keep you safe. But safe doesn't mean happy. Safe doesn't mean fulfilled. Safe doesn't mean alive. Your mind evolved to protect you from danger, not from mediocrity. It can't tell the difference between a lion chasing you and an exam you're scared of failing. So every time you face discomfort, your brain screams, "Run!" And you do, not physically, but mentally. You run into distraction. You run into comfort food. You run into the same patterns that are slowly killing your potential. But here's the truth nobody tells you. Your brain can be hacked and reprogrammed if you dare to face your fear. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Alex. He wasn't lazy, but his life looked like a pause button stuck forever. He'd wake up tired, work half-heartedly, scroll social media, and go to bed with guilt. Every day felt like déjà vu, like a dream he couldn't wake up from. One day, he read a line in an old psychology book. "Your brain listens to the language of repetition." That hit him. He realized his mind wasn't broken. It was just programmed. So he decided to reprogram it. He started small. No motivation, no perfect routine, just one thing. Every morning he repeated out loud, "I am becoming unstoppable." At first, it felt fake, cringe, pointless. But he didn't stop. He said it again, and again, and again. And slowly, the words began to feel true. He didn't wait for belief. He built it. That's the secret. Your brain doesn't care about what's real. It cares about what's repeated. So when you repeat fear, it becomes your reality. When you repeat self-doubt, it becomes your identity. When you repeat excuses, they become your truth. But when you repeat power, your brain listens too. It adjusts. It learns. It obeys. The same way you've been hacked by negativity your whole life. You can hack your brain back through repetition, emotion, and focus. Every time you say, "I can't," your brain finds proof. Every time you say, "I can," it starts searching for possibilities. Your thoughts are Google searches. What you type in, your mind shows you results. And that's the psychological trap most people never escape. They keep typing the same search. Why am I not good enough? And their brain answers faithfully. Because you failed before. Because they left you. Because you don't have what it takes. Your mind doesn't want the truth. It wants consistency. So give it better consistency. Start typing. Why am I getting stronger? Why do I deserve success? Why is my life changing? Your mind won't have answers at first. But keep asking, and it will create them. That's hacking psychology, not with manipulation, but with awareness. You see, your brain follows the path of least resistance. So if you make self-discipline feel rewarding, it will crave it. If you make distractions feel boring, it will avoid them. The trick isn't to fight your brain. It's to train it to love what helps you grow. Here's the dangerous truth. Most people don't realize that every app, every notification, every video is designed to hijack your dopamine. They don't just fight your focus. They own it. You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to the brain chemistry it triggers. And that chemistry is rewriting your behavior faster than your willpower can save you. But what if you flipped it? What if you used the same psychology that manipulates you to free yourself? Start giving your brain a bigger reward for self-respect than for scrolling. After you finish a workout, say it out loud. "I'm proud of me." After finishing a task, celebrate it, even if it's small. You're not doing this to feel good. You're doing this to teach your brain what winning feels like. Because the moment your brain associates growth with pleasure, you've won. You've hacked the system. And listen carefully. Your mind will always believe the story you tell it the most. So tell it something worth believing. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are reprogramming yourself into someone extraordinary. That's the beauty of psychology. The same rules that break you can build you. The same emotions that weaken you can strengthen you. The same brain that traps you can free you. But only if you decide that from this moment. Your thoughts are no longer your enemies. They are your weapons. You can't silence every negative thought. But you can refuse to feed it. You can't delete every painful memory. But you can write a new one louder. So stop fighting your mind. Start training it. Start rewarding it for choosing better. And start remembering, you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker. And the thinker is always in control. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more motivational and educational content every week. Because your journey to mastering your mind has just begun.